It was snowing in May. Let me say that again for people who didn't quite get that. Yesterday, May 8th, 2020, it was snowing. It was actually cold enough where it was sticking a little bit. I'm sorry, but I remember going into this decade with such optimism. And it is outright laughable how crazy things are now. The one time of year where we could actually go outside and be with people. And we can't. The one time where, if you're a buck young stud, I guess, you get to see fine, beautiful women in their fancy sundresses. Can't do that either. Boy. Oh well. Even though it's cold out right now, and even though things are the way they are, if nothing else, hold still. Now it's gonna block the shot, huh? If nothing else, I can still rock the Melzinga shirt. Yes, hello and happy Saturday, everyone. So for those of you who do not remember, it was a year ago that one of my brothers from Training Poly had his sister and brother-in-law, I believe, create a new restaurant in the Hudson Valley that was actually nominated for several awards. And I helped promote it doing these videos. As a thank you for doing so, they gave me this very nice shirt. To which I then responded by giving them a thank you note. Which, I mean, I'm positive that they probably got their thank you note anyway, but in case they didn't, I'm sorry. But, I mean, it was a year ago. I'm sure they got it. But I hope they did. I was legitimately being very, very, very sincere when I wrote the thank you note. I'd be very sad if they never got it. No, I'm sure they did though. And I've said this many times last year. I will say it again. I love this shirt. Like, it is quite possibly like the shirt that I own that breathes the nicest, if that makes sense. Like, it feels light. It feels like, it could keep you, well, obviously clothed in public, obviously. But, there's like a sense of like, warmth on it where like, it could probably stave off a little bit of cold. Why not? But it's very light. And again, it breathes incredibly nice. To put things into perspective, I love this shirt so much that, actually this may come across as kind of contradictory, but you know how like sometimes when like people are like in a relationship, guy-girl relationship, or, it could be good. Any relationship, really. But, sort of like boyfriend-girlfriend, or perhaps boyfriend-boyfriend, or girlfriend-girlfriend, or whatever it works. And they get to a point in the relationship where, provided that the clothes actually fit both people, they sort of, switch clothes. Like, say the guy wears a girl's shirt. Or maybe the girl is wearing like the guy's jacket when it's cold out. Something akin to that nature. If I was in a relationship, I would very much let my girlfriend wear this shirt. Granted, though, I am a single average Joe, and therefore I can't really do so. Yeah, but again, that's how nice this shirt is, and well, to be honest, any girlfriend I have would be happy to wear this shirt for a while. Just as long as, they give it back when it's done, because, It's a very special shirt to me because it was technically given to me by one of my brothers from Trinity Pauling, who I saw at my 10-year reunion last year. So it's very, very nice that I'm wearing it. And honestly, when I wore this shirt a year ago, I said that I made the title of the video like, this weekend, M stands for Mezinga. But, it's Mother's Day weekend. And, I mean, you can't tell, there's the picture of a woman on it. And, figured, why not wear it for Mother's Day? Come to think of it, I probably could have worn this shirt for International Women's Day, but it was a little bit too cold for it, in my opinion. Because I love the concept of international. Well, actually, it's not really a concept, more of an actual celebrated holiday. But International Women's Day, I love that holiday. In fact, I've always felt like if International Women's Day wasn't already a thing, Mother's Day could be considered International Women's Day. At least that's because International Women's Day has been around since like the 1970s, but I didn't really learn about it until like 2015, 2016. So, I was in like my late 20s by the time I learned about it. I'm like, wait, isn't Mother's Day already International Women's Day? Because, technically actually, one could probably make the argument because, there are some families who, due to unfortunate circumstances, there is no mother in the family. And, it could be due to, maybe divorce or maybe a untimely death in the family, something akin to that. But, that's not to say, and honestly, that's one of, the best lessons that, seriously, one of the best, Mother's Day specials I've ever seen. And come to think of it, it's probably one of the best cartoon episodes I've ever seen was the Rugrats Mother's Day special, where at the time Chucky didn't have a mommy, and so he's like, why not my dad? My dad can kind of be my mom. So, yeah. By the way, to this day, I still remember crying at the end of that Mother's Day episode. I was just, bawling, and, seriously, my family were all my brother, my mother, my father, and I were all together watching it, and, after it was over, I just had to leave the room. I was crying so much, because it was that good of an episode. Holy cow. So, needless to say, I had a greater appreciation for any sort of parent or guardian or, whatever. It could be an aunt, could be, I guess maybe your uncle could be. Anyone could be technically your mother, in a way, as long as they love, cherish, protect you, raise you to believe the good things. That makes sense. That's good. Wow, for whatever reason, I'm starting to be kind of emotional. How about, you know what? I don't care if it's late in the video, I'll do it anyway. I was going to do a Mom Food Chronicles, and you know what? You're going to get one today. Might as well do one. This is Mother's Day weekend. So, I mentioned this it was Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. When I visited my folks. And my mom actually made something that I made growing up again, which of course I want to talk about. And straight up, it was burgers. Yeah. You're probably, that doesn't sound like it. Well, here's the thing though. It's food I had a lot, growing up that my mom would make me. So, I did have burgers growing up. And, the way that my mother would make burgers really did sort of vary over the years. Because in the beginning, seriously, in the beginning, there was only one cheese that she would ever put on a burger. And that was Velveeta. I'm a dumb kid. I don't know what it is. And I wouldn't have it with a bun. I wouldn't have it with with all the condiments and the vegetables, lettuce, onion, tomato, any of that stuff. I'm just burger, ketchup, and my mom would make Ore-Ida French fries. Boom, done. That was it. But as my palate developed overall, and I started watching stuff like Food Network, and I started picked up on a few things, and I said, "Hey, Mom, do you think you'd maybe want to, try doing this when you make burgers? And she's like, yeah, okay. Another thing that she would do though, and to this day she actually still does this, and some burger aficionados are probably gonna, sort of make fun of my mom for this, but, again, it's what I grew up with, so I'll definitely stand by it. And that is, she would actually make her burgers. Well, she'd take like the ground meat, and she would put Lipton onion soup mix in them, which made for pretty darn good burgers. See, a lot of burger experts don't really like that because when you season your meat before you form it into the burger patty, it actually sort of dries it out. And yeah, I do kind of see it that way. At least because I've had it, without Lipton onion soup mix and with Lipton onion soup mix. And while there's definitely a lot of flavor in the one with Lipton onion soup mix, the burger itself is a little bit on the dry side. But, I still like it. Plus, again, you have all sorts of condiments and you have the vegetables, tomato, onion, lettuce, pickles, all that stuff. So even if, for whatever reason the burger's dry, it's completely far and away from being inedible. At least for me, anyway. Because, actually, it really wouldn't be inedible because there really isn't enough salt content in Lipton onion soup mix to actually, make something inedible. Because that's the thing. Salt has the uncanny ability to bring out flavors. Don't put enough in, you're not really going to taste much. Put too much in, it will become inedible. So, there's a delicate balance. And that's why, Lipton onion soup mix definitely, while it did add flavor, and, I liked having it again. It was nice. And, my mom actually made bacon to go with the burgers, so that was nice. In the beginning she never did that, but over time she's like, "Oh, you put bacon on burgers. Let's do that." And yeah, so you now know of another great Mom Food Chronicle. It's burgers. So if you are wondering what I like on my burger now, full disclosure, I'll have whatever's appropriate to have on a burger, just fine. By all accounts, you could just give me a plain hamburger patty with a bun, ketchup, and I'm good to go. But, that wouldn't, as good and simple as that is, I'm sure you're probably looking for something a little more complex. So, I guess more often than not when I find myself having a burger, obviously it's going to be a cheeseburger. Foremost, you gotta have cheese, and my cheese of choice is going to be cheddar. It is. It's tried, it's true. It's kind of hard to mess up cheddar. So there you go. Other sorts of things, I like pickles, I like tomatoes, I like lettuce, I like onions, I like grilled onions, I like grilled mushrooms. Five Guys does a really good job of catering that sort of thing, if you're interested in that. So, yeah, there's that. Come on. How can you go wrong with, wanting bacon on your burger too? No, there's nothing really wrong with that. But, other condiments, I like, mayonnaise, mustard, relish, both dill and sweet. Actually, a couple of years ago, I actually made a secret sauce. And before anyone gets any dirty mind, that's not what I mean. See, I'll tell you guys a little kitchen hack for you. It's actually one that any foodie will tell you this, any cook will tell you this, anyone who is into food will be able to tell you this. Making secret sauce is literally about as easy as taking mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, relish, putting it in a bowl, taking a spoon, stir, done. That's really all it is. You can doctor it up, adding salt and pepper, maybe a little garlic powder perhaps, but in the end, again, ketchup, mustard, mayo, relish. That's all you gotta do to make a burger secret sauce. It could not be simpler. Needless to say, the first time I made it, it went off without a hitch. My mom really liked it. I didn't get an opportunity to make it when I had burgers on Thursday, but, you know, provided that we're all able to go out and be together during the summer, I'll definitely make it then. Although, provided that it's warm, I should probably make sure I immediately put it in the refrigerator so nothing goes wrong. So, yeah. Again, I don't have anything on a burger, really. I mean, again, provided it's actually, worth putting on. I mean, then again, over the years, I've been open to trying new things, not just in food, but in life as well. I mean, I was open to the fact of doing videos way back when, and here we are, 860 days later. Wow. 860 days. I should probably get to thinking about the state of my being address now. Well, I do have over a month. I have time to prepare. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, follow me on social media platforms, on YouTube. I am very humbled to make this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. And hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Remember, if you guys want to talk, channel, video, anything, always everybody. Take care and make good choices. See ya.